What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, Quebec games from tabletop to video games, and today we are back with another Digimon Japanese first place meta deck, and it's none other than Royal Knights. Now let me tell you that this deck is pretty much coming out as soon as BT13 is released. It's pretty much majority all BT13 cards, and this is definitely a very scary deck to go against because just like looking and reading all the cards, this is definitely a deck that can easily OTK just out of the blue, and it's definitely going to be very hard to beat, especially with like Digimon with high DPs as well and all level 6s. So it's going to really spam level 6s, but there is like some good like choke points as well, so it's not completely unfair, but still it's a deck that could definitely win games very easily. So before we begin, friendly reminder as always to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel a lot and I do really appreciate it. Now for the Digi-Egg, so he has the 7D6. So I'm just going to say that because I don't even know how to pronounce this. So I'm going to just call it the Digi-Egg for the rest of the video. But yeah, this is actually the first Digimon that I believe like I've ever seen that has an ability in the breeding area. So the first ability in the breeding area is your turn. Your Digimon can't Digivolve. Now, with the new hand traps that's coming out, technically you could actually avoid this ability since it only applies on your turn. So that means on your opponent's turn, you can Digivolve your guys. So that's actually a key thing to note. Okay, another ability he has, breeding, your turn, once per turn. When you would play a Digimon card with the Royal Knights in its trait, you may reduce its play cost by 4 for each of your this Digimon Digivolution cards. Reduce the play cost by an additional 1. So you could actually potentially play your Royal Knights for very cheap play costs because of this ability. And also the following ability is breeding as well. Start of your main phase, reveal the top card of your Digi-Egg deck, so it's going to be another one of this. Okay, place that card and all of your Digimon with the Royal Knights in this tray under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution. Now this is not an optional effect, so that means at the main phase you're pretty much going to be resetting your board all the time. So if you spam a bunch of Royal Knights, that means on your next start of your main phase, all those Royal Knights are going to go underneath it again. So then it has the inherent of reading your turn once per turn. When you place an option card with the Royal Knights and trait in your battle area, gain 1 memory. So this is definitely going to be spammed quite a bit as well. So you're going to be able to gain memory with this as well, and it's in your breeding area. So no one can do anything about this because there's not really that much stuff that actually affects the breeding area that you could do for your opponent. So yeah, that is definitely a card to look out for. So next for first level 3, we have System on Blanc. Okay, so 3 of this, all turns while you have a Digimon with Hawkmon in its name or a Digimon with Royal Knights in its type. All of your Digimon with Systemon in its name gain blocker, which is good. On play trigger, draw 1. Then we have 2 Systemon Steel, or also known as Systemon Noir. So on play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 card with Hawkmon in its name or Royal Knight in its trait among them to your hand. Trust the remaining cards. And this is from the structure deck 12. All turns, all of your Digimon with Hawkmon in the name or Royal Knights also gains Reboot, which is good because you're going to be playing quite a bit of blockers. Okay, then we have 4 Magnamon, which is blocker, which is quite good. Okay, all turns when this Digimon would leave play, draw 1. Then you may play a Vmon from your hand or this Digimon Digivolution cards without paying its cost, which is interesting, but majority of the time you're just going to be drawing 1 card. Okay, then we have 4 Omakamon, okay, which is on play, draw 1. Then on deletion, place 1 Digimon card with Royal Knight in its trait from your hand under one of your Digi-Egg in your breeding area as its bottom Digivolution. So you could stack your Digi-Egg quite a bit with this card, so it could speed up the process. So then your follow up of your level 6s that you're about to play is going to be really cheap. And then we have a bunch of level 6s. So first we have two Justmons, okay? So on play, when Digivolving, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 6,000 or less and delete them. For every other Digimon you have in play, add 2,000 to the maximum DP you can choose with this effect. Now this is actually a very good card on its own. So this is quite good, and I can see this being used in other decks as well. All turns, all of your Digimon gets 1000 DP for each other Digimon with Systemon in its name or Royal Knights in its trait in play. So two of this one. So there's going to be quite a bit of twos. We have three Gakumon, which is blocker. On play, when Digivolving, you may play one Digimon card with Systemon in its name from your trash, or one Digimon card with Royal Knights in its trait from the Digivolution cards of your Digimon in your breeding area. So you could play from your Digi-Egg a free Royal Knights, which is quite good, without paying its play cost. You cannot play Omnimon or Gakumon by this effect, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, when we read Omnimon, you're going to see why, because it's very broken. So but it's good that you could actually spam your level 6s with this card, so that's actually quite good. Alright, then we have two Force Vidramon. So on play, when Digivolving, trust the top two Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon for each of your Digimon with Royal Knights in its trait, or each of your blue Tamers in play. So this is actually really good, especially for the current Force Vidramon. So if you want this one to play, it's actually going to be a really good card. So your turn, once per turn, you may play one Digimon with Royal Knights in its trait or a blue Tamer. Okay, return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to their hand. So this is once per turn and pretty free to start bouncing. So two of that. Two, Kantorsmon. Now, let me tell you, I probably butchered the name, but this is like the card that I've been waiting for the longest time, okay? So on play, when Digivolving, if the total number of both players' security cards is 6 or less, gain 3 memory and reveal 1 card from your hand. If that is a yellow card, place it at the top of your security stack face down. If not, return it to your hand. Now, I've been waiting so long for a card to place cards from your hand to your security, and we finally got one. Now it is a very strong like restriction, so pretty much like 6 in total, so you can't really apply this like right away, because then it's like 10 security. So you're going to have to wait for either your opponent or for you to start decreasing in security for you to utilize on this ability and really use it. But the fact that we finally got a card that places from hand to the security, I am very happy, and I hope we get like more, because I have a lot of good deck ideas for that. So when attacking once per turn, by trashing 1 card from the top of your security stack, unsuspend this Digimon, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets 7,000 DP for the turn. So quite good. So then we have two Leopardmon, which is when Digivolving main, so 2, okay? Once per turn, you may play 1 Digimon card with the Royal Knights in its tray, or 1 green Digimon card from your hand, paying the cost. When you word play cards with this effect, reduce the play cost by 4. Okay, so very interesting. So Digivolving or main that you're going to use this, so no on play for that. Okay, all turn. When you play another Digimon, all of your Digimon with Royal Knights in its trade, and all of your green Digimon gain blocker until your opponent's turn. So that's actually really good. So then we have 3 Alphamon. Now this Alphamon is quite good actually. So on play, when Digivolving, by placing 1 Digimon card with X antibody or Royal Knights in its tray from your trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. Until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 10 or more can't attack a player. So this is quite good. I would say like it kind of is good against Machine Dramon, but then at the same time it's specific on player. So and Machine Dramon could just attack unsuspended Digimon as well. So it's not so good. It's decent for some decks, but yeah. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon will leave the battle area by an effect, by placing 1 card with X antibody or Royal Knights in the tray from this Digimon Digivolution card to the bottom of the owner's deck, prevent it from leaving, which I think is actually quite good. So 3 of that. 2 Craniamon. So blocker. On play, when digivolving, this Digimon isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn, which is quite good. End of your opponent's turn, you may choose one of your opponent's Digimon. The chosen Digimon attacks, which is quite good because if you have quite a bit of blockers, you could actually start killing your opponent's Digimon this way. So this is very, very good. I actually like that card a lot. Okay, next we have 4 Dynasmon. Okay, so this is the only no, there's also another one, but yeah, so this is our first level 6 that we see that we're playing 4 of. So on play, when Digivolve, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 2 cards with Lucimon in its name or the Royal Knights in its tray among them to your hand. Trust the rush, which is quite good and also makes Lucimon have a comeback a bit. So this is really cool. So your turn, when you play another Digimon with Lucimon in its name or Royal Knights, delete all your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, which is a free board wipe, which is insane. Then we have 2 Lord Knightmons, which is on play. When digivolving, you may return 1 card with Lucimon in its name or the Royal Knights in its tray from your trash to your hand, which is really good. So, opponent's turn, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon attacks, for each of your Digimon with Royal Knights in play, gain 1 memory, which is quite good because especially if you could spam Royal Knights, you could pass your opponent's turn very easily. Then we have 3 Gallantmon, which is probably one of like the main Digimon to actually use. Okay, so when you were play this card from your hand, if you do not have a Digimon in play, reduce the play cost by 2 for every 5 cards in both players' trash. So early games, this is probably very easy to play. Okay, so rush on play when digivolving, when attacking. Okay, so all 3 options. So you could do on play, and then you could also do when attacking, use the ability twice on a turn. So delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. If no Digimon is deleted by this effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 13,000 DP or more. So this is quite good because especially if they have one of each, on play, delete the 6,000 DP, and then on attack, delete the 13 or more. So very good card, and it has rush. Then we have 1 Examon, which is DNA Digivolve, okay, 0 from 2 level 6s, 1 green and 1 blue. On play, when digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase, which is quite good. And I can see this being used in like Imperial Dramon or other decks as well. So I think we might actually see this scene play in other decks. So all turn, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you may activate one of the effects below. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, unsuspend one of your opponent's one of your Digimon. So that's actually quite good. So you could use it and then re-attack as well. So very good card. Then for last Digimon, this is a level 7 Omnimon, which is Royal Knights as well, on play when digivolving, and also it can digivolve over a level 6, okay, which you can do with the Digi-Egg unless if you do it on your opponent's turn. There you go. Okay, so on play when digivolving, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon or play one of each Digimon card with a different name and with the Royal Knights in its tray from the Digivolution cards underneath the Digimon in your breeding area without paying the cost. If you played a Digimon by this effect, trash 1 Digimon in your breeding area and all of your Digimon gain rush for the turn, which is insane because if you have your Digi-Egg really stacked up, you could play all of them because it's saying like play one of each Digimon card with a different name. So you could play as many as you want. So this is incredible. Like you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon or play one. Yeah, so I think this is definitely like the main OTK card. So you could definitely like abuse it quite a bit. And they're playing 4 of this as well. And you can see why. Because one, like it's play cost of 14, which is high. But we've seen that if the Digi-Egg is stacked quite high, we could definitely reduce it quite a bit as well. So definitely this is the Wincron card. Then we have 3 Marcus. Okay, so start of your turn, it's a memory tamer. On play, you may suspend this tamer. Then all turns, when this tamer becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. Then if you have a Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in its name in play, gain 1 memory. Now, it's BT13. I'm not too sure about this tamer, to be very honest. Like, I know like there are some stuff that could suspend it so you could use the ability, but I don't know. I feel like there can potentially be better tamers. Oh, like let me know in the comment what you guys think about this tamer. Okay, next we have four. Okay, Purge of the Royal Knights. Okay, so play cost 6. It's a white or DigiEgg's white. So there we go. We can always have access to play this. So main, draw one card. You may place one Digimon card from your hand under one of your DigiEgg in your breeding area as its Ball Digivolution card. Then place this card into your battle area. So quite good. Okay, speeds up the process. Okay, main, delay by trashing this card in your battle area. You can apply this effect. So play one Digimon card with the Royal Knights in this tray from the Digivolution card under the Digimon in your breeding area without paying the cost. Any on-play effects of the Digimon played by this effect do not activate, and it gains Rush for the turn. Wow, that is insane. Oh, like you could, like it doesn't matter, like you cannot play the on play because we already read that a few of them don't have on play and have pretty good like main effects or even declare an attack effects. So you could pretty much like play a Digimon for free with Rush, and security place this card in the battle area. So if your opponent attacks security and you hit this, you're like, cool, get free Royal Knights, like constantly. So it's very, very good. I think this card is incredible. So yeah, very cool card. Now we're going to do a quick look at all of them as well, because I know many of you guys asked if I could do a slowdown and review like the whole deck. So we're going to do that right away. So make sure to definitely like and subscribe because it really helps the channel a lot. So quick scheme, we have four Omnimons as well, one Examon, so 3, 2, 4. Two, another 3 of Alphamon, then 2, 2. We have 2 and then 3, and then another 2, and then 4. 4, 2, 3, and then 4 of the Digi Egg. And that's it for a deck profile. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. And if you guys want a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.